net.create connection will create the sockets required for communication. We pass in a single options parameter, which has two components: host, which is the IP address. Our initial IP address will be localhost. You can sub in 127.0.0.1, and later we'll replace this with a real IP address. We also have ports, which must match the port on the server, which is 3000. Once the socket is created, the socket.connect function is called, and upon successfully connecting with our server, the connect event is emitted, which will then trigger our connect handler, which will print the message connection with server established. It's important to note that there is a socket on both ends. So not only does the client have a socket, but the server also has a socket. Okay, the socket is created when the server receives a connection event. So each time a client connects with the server, a socket object is created. And this socket object facilitates bidirectional communication. Both the server and the client can use methods like socket.write to send data to each other. To run this program, we're going to need multiple terminals, one for the server and one for each client that is going to connect. Over here, I've created 4 terminal windows, and I'm going to specify one for the server. And so now I have a server that's listening on port 3000. And I'll move that to the side. And I'm going to initiate a connection with a client. So a client has initiated connection with the server. Let's look at what happened in Wireshark. So over here in Wireshark, we see that we have a 3-way handshake. So we see we have a SYN, SYNAC, and a ACK. So that means that I have successfully established a TCP connection between client and server. Okay. Now, next, let's create another connection because our server should be able to handle multiple connections. Okay, so over here we see again another 3-way handshake, this time reflecting the connection with this terminal. And let's do it one more time. There is a third handshake. Now the problem with this code is very, very bare bones. And the problem with it is that it is not fault tolerant at all. It's very fragile. So if any of these clients decide to disconnect, it will take down the server, which in turn takes down the other clients. And if we look at the Wireshark output, we can see that we get this reset flag that's transmitted. So before we start using our servers to send data, we're going to look to build more resilient servers that will not fall apart when one of the clients disconnects.